Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at how to make a robot out of these fun color-shaped stencils and papers. We're going to use some regular scissors. We might even use some of our goofy, fun scissors today. The first thing you have to remember is this is your background. So you need to make sure you get a pencil, preferably a white pencil, and you're going to write your name in the corner. I'm using a regular pencil, and as you can see, it's kind of hard to see, so use a white pencil, it's a little easier. I'll set this out of my way. We have lots of bright colors of paper we're going to use today to create our robots with different shaped templates, kind of like all of these. I'm going to start with my favorite color, which happens to be pink. It's actually red, but since I just have a pink today, that's close enough. And one of my templates. I think I want my robot's head to be round, so I'm going to pick one of the larger round circles to trace on there so that his or her head is going to be round. And let's see, then I'm going to cut it out. I think we're going to use regular scissors first because circles can be tricky sometimes. And I want you to notice all my hand with the scissors does is open and close. I have my thumb in here and I have my other fingers back here in the longer part of the handle, and it just opens and closes like an alligator. As I go around the circle, I actually turn the paper. I don't turn my scissors like that. That's going to hurt my wrist. I just open and close them, and I turn my paper as I close them. And I open them, go all the way up, close and turn, all the way up, close and turn. And I'm trying to stay on that line as best I can. You notice how slow and careful I'm being when I cut like that? So then I have a round head. I'm going to have my sheet of paper on the side, and I'm just going to put it there so I know where it goes. If I'm worried about it floating away a little bit, I'm going to use my glue bottle, paint a little bit on the back side, out to the edges. You notice that's hard to see. I don't have it on there really thick. You don't want it too thick, it'll get your paper all wrinkly. And I'm going to put it on here, push it down, and I'll set that to the side. And then I'm going to switch colors. I like my things to be really colorful. Maybe I'm going to go with green next. I'm going to do the robot body. I'm going to look through my stencils. Oh, I think I want a rectangle. So I like to save paper. So what I do is I line up the edge of this stencil with the edge of the paper, because then I only have to draw two lines like that, and I have a rectangle, and I save paper. I don't have any extra to throw away over here. But I really like some of these fun scissors. So I'm going to use some of the fun scissors. Open them all the way and snip until it snips all the way closed. I'm going to turn my paper this time so I can reach the other side. I'm going to snip. And then this is the tricky part because they have shapes. You have to open it really wide, move them, and then snip. So now, as you can see, part of the robot's body has this funny design and some doesn't. If I want to have the design all the way around, then I have to go on just the edge and snip off a little bit. Look at all the tiny little parts. I'm going to go dump those in the trash can real quick so they don't get all over the place. Bring my paper back over. Get my glue bottle. Same thing. I'm going to glue just around the edges on this one. Middle doesn't really matter. I'm just going to spread out some extra. Turn it over. Put the robot body on. I'm going to keep going with different shapes, different colors, different scissors until I'm all done and fill up almost my whole paper. You can watch in fast motion. Now you'll notice I'm starting to overlap. I'm starting to put paper on top of paper on top of paper, right? This really makes our robot interesting to look at and gives him a lot of details. Keep going. Now you'll notice as I was cutting, sometimes it's not a perfect circle when I cut it out or a perfect square, but I tried really hard. I was trying my best to keep it a circle shape or a square or a triangle, right? Even made some trapezoids here by cutting our other one in half. So now I have lots and lots of geometric shapes that I used on here, and I added in a few organic areas where it got wavy along the edges a little bit. I'm going to move this so it doesn't make them look mad. I want it to look happy. I can even go in with a Sharpie when I'm finished and everything's dry. And I can give my robot a bit of a smile and some eyes. I don't want to add any more details than that though, than on his face, because I want him to be very robotic looking. Great job. Go ahead and put it on the drying rack when you're finished today.